Hey, I'm Matt. This is my brother Randy. In just a few moments he's going to install this Kingston solid state 480 gigabyte hard drive into his Acer Aspire V5 laptop. He's also going to install Lubuntu operating system. Lubuntu is a Linux derivative.
Okay, let's open this up, see what we got in there. I know we have a crashed hard drive, so we had to get that out first. All these screws are the same length, so they can be put in any order when you put it back together. Just got to get the back off here. Magnetic screwdriver, very, very handy. Okay. We're getting there.
That's a standard Phillips screwdriver?
Yep, that's
I think they're pretty much what considered standard, yes?
yeah, this is a Phillips I'm using here.
Okay.
And there we go. A lot of screws. There's another few here in the middle. There we go. Oh, jumped off. There we go. Now, oh, there's another. All right. Oh my goodness, there is a few here, isn't there? And
So this is an Acer Aspire V5 laptop, yes?
yeah, there's a couple other numbers there. I can't remember offhand. We should be able to look at that when we get into Ventoy, I think.
Okay.
If all goes well. There we go. Now, I got them all, don't I? No, of course not. I'm missing this one here. And that will be all of them. Okay. Now, I'm probably not even going to need one of those little... this side.
So you have a little, is that a little tool to pry that off with?
Yes, it is. It looks like a guitar pick.
May I ask what it's called?
My goodness, I'm not even sure what it's called. It's a spudger, isn't it? I'm not even sure what it's called, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Let's get that drive. There it is. And look at this. They didn't even secure it down.
No.
It's just put in there. There you go.
No screws or jumper cables or nothing.
No, they just put it down in there. I guess they figured it's tight enough. There we go. Now, this is the small side of this Kingston drive. Yeah, it goes over here. There we go. Interesting. I'm just going to put it in like that. Okay, that should do it. That was fairly simple.
So you just slide that on top, eh?
They didn't even secure it.
You just stick that in the holder.
That's it. Leave it. I'm going to leave it like that. I'm not going to do anything else with it. Leave it there like they did.
So there's not much to it. You just slide it down, eh?
That's it.
Place it down.
That's it. In this particular case, that's all he had done, so that's all I'm going to do.
Are there connectors though?
Yep, the connectors are in. Just have a look at it again.
Yes, certainly.
see? I
Okay.
just plugged it into here. That's it.
Okay.
I probably should go to point this out again. Yeah. Yeah, you see there's a larger side here for that, larger part here, and the smaller for this.
Okay.
That's why you know it goes in properly. If it fits, it's in right.
Okay.
There we go. And it's nice and tight there.
Perfect.
That should do it. Okay, now let's get back to what we were doing. Let's, yeah, this is the back. Make sure we line it up properly. I find this is a little more tricky than the rest of it. Getting it to sit down and clip back in. There we go. There we go. A couple of nice sounds of it clicking back down. Now we're just going to put the screws in. We'll worry about the rest of it after. Okay. And like I said, these screws are all the same size.
Perfect.
There we go. Some on the front here. There we go. Okay. Not going to cooperate with me today. Here we go. Okay, gotcha. All right, let's get this fella back here. Okay. All right. Okay, sometimes it's best to kind of stick it on there because it's magnetic.
Yes.
Let's get in the back here first. Okay, we got that. I'm going to turn this around and access the front a little better. Oh my. Yeah, I can see what's happening here now. This particular part of it is that it looks like it might fit different models because there's a screw here that I don't have an opening for. So that must go with another particular model of this. Man, it almost looks half-assed, but it's good.
Yes.
Yeah, this computer here, what, 10 years old, so, and it was being heavily used for most of that time.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, but there is a screw in there. I'm trying to see which ones don't have one. There we go. Okay. There's 3 screws left. Okay, I can see the 2 go in the middle here. Okay. Oh, last one is right out here. All right. Now I'm going to live a little dangerously here. I'm going to just plug this in. Now,
What's this?
I'm going to plug that in.
And power cord?
The power cord, here we go.
So you've plugged in the laptop, and now you're plugging in the USB drive here, mate.
The USB drive over here, and I've got a mouse that hopefully I'll need in the future if the operating system goes on right. Here we go.
You have Lubuntu on that USB drive?
It's on that USB with a bunch of other operating systems, but I decided to go with Lubuntu.
Okay.
Now this is a Ventoy formatted drive, and it has a bunch of operating systems on it. Kind of dusty. There we go. Now let's turn this on. There we go. So far so good. And there we go. Now I'm going to go to, you can see Bionic Pop, Bodhi, Faucet Pop, Garuda, Ubuntu, Linux Lite. Now Lubuntu, I'm going to go with that. And boot in normal mode. Try or install right here on top. Now this is probably the slowest part.
So
Now this is a fairly common error. This shouldn't be a problem. 1.55 no RQ handler for vector. Shouldn't be an issue. I think it's a firmware thing. Okay, it picked up the hard drive because it didn't come back with a soft reset error.
Okay, so I guess that's good news?
It should be.
Excellent.
Okay, it seems to have picked up the hard drive no problem. Now, this might be the slowest part here. It's loading into RAM. And there we go. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go straight over here. You can see it leaves on the desktop, install Lubuntu. So I'm just going to double click that from here. There we go. Not connected to the internet because it doesn't have to be. Okay. American English. Next. We are in Canada. Oh no, it's not going to do that, is it? Oh, okay, this very, oh, regional, oh, good enough. I'm going to go with St. John's here. Yeah, that's right, St. John's right there. Okay, good. Good. Alright, default, okay, generic, we're going to go with that for now. That should be about right. English US. Default, that's about, looks about right to me. Erase disk, I'm going to just roll that. I'm not going to bother with any kind of manual partitioning. Let the operating system take care of this. Full name, I'm going to go with our Randy, that's good enough. I'll use that to log in. And there it went with Randy Aspire V552P. Here we go. I'm going to choose a nice and simple password. 1.
Oh, okay. Do you need to tell us that?
Not necessarily, no.
You don't need to give us.
I don't need to tell you, but I can change it myself. So.
Okay, so you're gonna get. Okay.
Very simple. I went 1.
Okay.
Okay, let's install. The Lubuntu installer is about to make changes to your disk in order to install Lubuntu 22.04. Install now. You can see this is relatively quick. Okay, this is gonna. Okay, you can see it's creating new root partition. There was no need for me to be messing around with manual partition by the looks of this.
Are you going to connect to the internet with this now?
Yes, that shouldn't be an issue. I have the card in there.
Okay.
It should be good to go once we're booted up.
Maybe, are you going to log in here?
I probably could. I probably
awesome.
could. Yeah, this is a pretty decent visual install here. I'm not a real Linux guru by any stretch. I'm installing this basically for the first time. Anybody listening to me can probably hear that. So I have very little experience with Linux. But it looks like it's going fine. We're at 6%, so this is probably a little slower than I was expecting.
Okay.
But it's at 6%.
Okay.
And you can see it's counting down the files that are put onto the hard drive by the looks of it.
That's awesome.
Okay, we're at 7%. All right, we're getting there.
So, how much longer is this going to take?
Yeah, and probably long enough so that you can probably consider speeding it up a little bit.
Okay, let's just break here.
Cool.
Okay. Okay, we took a little break while we were installing the operating system. Now it's installed. It's all done.
All done, and I need to restart. Go down here and click done.
Okay.
Okay.
You're restarting the laptop now. This is an Acer Aspire.
Please remove the installation media. There we go. No problem. Out. Press enter. Let's see how it goes.
So you're restarting the laptop now.
Yeah, restarting the laptop. If it comes back, the operating system's on it. No problem with that. There we go. Looks good.
So this is an Acer Aspire V5
Yeah.
laptop. So it's in the V5 series.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Maybe I can get the rest of the numbers on that, serial numbers on it, whatever numbers on that, and you can put that in your description.
So while we took the break, we looked up the name of that tool. It is indeed a spudger. You pry
Yes.
you pry open the laptop with it. It's called a spudger. We'll probably put a link to the kit that Randy used in our description.
There we go. We're in. Now I might want to change that password. 1 is not a very good password,
No.
but for the
That's
sake,
your desktop password?
yeah, for the sake of install, I figured something simple is the way to go.
Yes, indeed.
I don't want to forget it while I'm installing.
No, of course not.
Yeah, it looks good. It's a nice Windows-like environment. It looks much like Windows.
Very much like a Windows, yes, indeed.
Yeah, this particular one I saw that.
It even sort of has a taskbar
Yeah,
down at the bottom with the clock and all.
very familiar. And to leave here is to log out and shut down here. Very, very. Let's open a program here. There we go. LibreOffice. It's their Office program. Looks good. Okay, we're back in business. This computer is, after a year or two, is back up and running with Lubuntu. Linux. There we go. That was actually very easy.
Indeed.
So anybody else wants to try that out there, well, that was simple enough.
Yes.
I don't think anybody can screw it up. I didn't screw it up, so I think pretty much everybody's safe.
Yes.
And you can see there's a trash, which is very similar to Windows. Yeah. Internet. Let's actually just a second now. Let's. Should I try attempt to connect? Now where is that?
You're going to try to connect to the internet
That's over here, isn't it? Yeah, that's... Okay, let's see. Connection established, as simple as that.
now? So you're
Okay,
connected to the internet.
connected to the internet now. That was fairly simple.
Perfect. So maybe you can give us the URL to that operating system. Where can you download?
It's, let me see, let's check here. Lubuntu, download,
We'll put it all in the description
yes,
anyway.
guaranteed. Lubuntu.me, there it is,
Lubuntu.me.
Yeah.
There's a link there.
and there it is right there.
Okay.
And we're online, no problems, pretty quick,
Awesome.
quick. I'm pleased with it. Now I got to learn about this. It's I'm very much of a noob, but that worked out pretty well. It was easy to get the hard drive in there, and easy to get connected and installed.
Well, that was awesome.
Yeah, simple, no
Okay, so
complaints,
it's all, the hard drive's installed and the operating's installed.
guaranteed.
Okay, so you did a great job there.
Okay, that worked out really easily and really well.
Yes, you did a great job on that.
Okay, cool.
Okay,